We are lifers, and this is Magic for Life. What's up, lifers? Michael Johnson here with the next episode of the Feel Good, How to Feel Good series. We're on part 7, which we're calling Preemptive Strike. Preemptive Strike, it sounds so exciting and fun, right? Preemptive Strike, meaning we are going to do some work here to act ahead of time, right? We don't want to wait until things outside of us or things happen in our life that just catch us off guard. We want to have a preemptive strike. We want to go after some things that have traditionally been bad for us or have made us feel bad, right? So we're talking about the feel bads, right? I know this is called the feel goods, right? But we've got to talk about the feel bads so that we can figure out how to handle them as they come about and maybe to get them off our list, right? We did talk at one point, if you go back to, I believe it was part 3. Yeah, go back to part 3. It was you give meaning, right? So we're going to take that and we're going to take that skill and we're going to apply it here. Now, you noticed on here I wrote P, N, N. We've got 3 things, right? We're going to go through and we're going to figure out some past feel bads. So right now I want you to think of one. Just think of one, but I do want you to go make a list of your past feel bads, right? So we're going to write past here. Past feel bads. Okay? And those are the things that maybe something happened to you in the past that made you feel bad. And notice I keep doing the air quotes, right? It made you feel bad. That was before you know what you know now. So nothing can make you feel bad, right? You make you feel bad, right? And this is a lot of responsibility, so I apologize about that. But you'll live. It's going to be okay. We're going to make it. So you're going to think of a past feel bad, right? Do you have it? You got one in your head? Okay, so let's see. There was that one time that my girlfriend in college broke up with me in the airport in Arizona. And she told me that we were done right after she told me she had been dating another guy for 3 weeks before. That was a little rough. It was a 3-year relationship. Okay, I'm over it now, but we're going to use that one. Okay, so there we go. I got my past feel bad. And now we've got the N, right? The next thing in the N is the new meaning, right? We're going to give it a new meaning. So we're just going to practice this. New meaning. Awesome. Okay, so we've got our past feel bad, and now we're going to give it a new meaning. Now, the meaning I gave it then was, well, I thought she was the woman of my dreams. I thought we were going to be together forever, and I thought she was the one, and I thought we were going to get married, and I thought we were going to go on and have a great long career together. And when she broke up with me and went to that other guy, the meaning I gave it, well, can you imagine? What meaning would you have given it? Well, the meaning I gave it was the end of my world. My dancing was going to go out the door. Our relationship was out the door. Our practice was going out the door. Everything we had built was over. It felt like the end. That was the meaning I gave it. Okay, well, you guys probably from the outside see it differently. You can probably see it with better perspective than I did in that moment, because I know in that moment we were sitting in the food court of the Arizona airport, and I had literally just sat down and we had just started to eat. I remember that moment so clearly. She told me this, and I literally couldn't say anything. I couldn't get any words out of my mouth. So I picked up my bags and walked away. I left the food there, left everything, and just walked away. I had to sit next to this woman for the flight home. It was a little painful. There were a few tears. Okay, there were a lot more than a few tears. So you can imagine what that meant. But from your outside perspective, can't you give me a different perspective? What perspective would you have looked at it from? How would you have handled it when that person, that significant other, that person that you had spent 3 years thinking it was the rest of your life with, how would you have reacted in that moment when she said, we're done, we're through? How would you have acted? How would you have responded? Well, it's hard in the moment, isn't it? In that moment, I couldn't think of anything else to do but to stand up, grab my bags, and walk away. I couldn't think of anything else to do. In this moment, looking back at it, I have great hindsight. You probably have great perspective from where you're sitting. And so what new meaning can I give that? Well, why would we want to give that a new meaning right now? Because I want to be able to say, hey, you know what? When I was sitting there, I didn't see the rest of my life at hand. Thank goodness for unanswered prayers, right? Because I have 4 beautiful kids and a different wife than that, right? I didn't end up with that girl. And thank goodness for unanswered prayers, right? The new meaning, right? New meaning could have been, gosh, thank you for setting me free. There must be something better coming for me in my life. But you know what? That's easy to say with perspective, and hindsight is 20/20, right? That's why we're taking the past feel bads and we're giving them new meaning. This is wonderful because this is a great process to help you be able to reconcile, you know, like you do with your checkbook, to reconcile your history, to reconcile your past. But more than that, you can actually start in this next N, which is next time. Now, this was a poor example, right? Because there wasn't a next time. Okay, that's a lie. There was a next time. There was another time before I ended up finding my bride, right? There was another time where, oh, it just didn't work out. It just didn't go the way that I expected. And you know what? Maybe I was a little bit more prepared for that one than the time before. But if I'd have known this, I'd have been really prepared. Right? What is the next time? How could you handle it next time with the new meaning? How could you handle it next time with a new meaning? So this is your assignment for today. This is simple. We're going to keep it pretty straightforward, right? We have PNN, right? Past feel bads, new meaning, next time. This is what I want you to do. So this is your assignment. I want you to think of a past experience, something that you can look back in hindsight and go, you know what? This is what I felt. This is how I felt bad. Then this is the new meaning I can give it. This is what I can give it now. I can look at it and go, you know what? Thank goodness this happened. This happened because of that. And if that wouldn't have happened, then these 10 things wouldn't have happened. It's easy in hindsight, but you know what? It's good practice so that then we can figure out, hey, next time, if anything like that happened to me again, this is how I could handle it. And we're giving and creating new neural pathways in our mind that say, hey, you know what? If I want to feel good, the next time something in that at least genre and that concept, that idea happens, then I'll be ready, because I'll be ready to give it a new meaning and be able to give it that next time ahead of time. And that's why we call this our preemptive strike. Okay, so this is what you're going to do. You're going to go do that today. Go pick one. You don't need to eat the whole elephant at once. Just pick one. Go do this preemptive strike, right? PNN. Go take care of it. Of course, if you know somebody that needs to hear this message, please share this with them and let them know that they should go and take part in all these series, right? Don't forget to like and subscribe down below and leave your comments. I want to hear that you did it. Let us know what you did. Let us know what your thing was. If you're willing to share, write it down in there. If you have questions, write them in the notes in the comments below. And don't forget, if you haven't signed up for the Feel Good Challenge, go to takethefeelgoodchallenge.com and sign up there. We are excited to have you, and hopefully you can get into the challenge. If there's still room and space, we'd love to have you. We will see you next time. Take care.
Hey lifers, have you ever been taught the skill set of feeling good? Most people haven't. It's so easy to fall into the trap of going through life not feeling good, or even worse, feeling mediocre. You don't have to settle. You don't have to let social media dictate how you feel. You don't have to give up your control over your life to other people in the world. It's time to take back control of how you feel. It's time to learn the skills of how to feel good, on purpose, on demand, and most importantly, from the inside out. I'm on a mission to help people just like you take back your life, grab a hold of your personal legend, and take your daily experiences to the next level. You can feel good on purpose. You don't need Netflix, you don't need food, you don't need anything outside of yourself. You can feel good on demand because you decided to, and because it's a skill set you can practice, get better at, and even master that skill set. You can feel good from the inside out. You don't need things, situations, or people to be responsible for making you feel anything. If you're ready, and maybe even if you're not, this is your chance to change your stars, to change your life at the most fundamental level, how you feel. Join me for the upcoming Feel Good Challenge. I challenge you right now, come and learn the skill set you should have been taught as a child. Take the Feel Good Challenge, take the rest of your life back. Go to takethefeelgoodchallenge.com right now and sign up while you still can. That's takethefeelgoodchallenge.com. We'll see you there.